Hey YouTube, or hey YouTube, how you doing? Yeah, that was lame. Um, no, I was sitting here, I'm waiting on a queue to pop in World of Warcraft, and I got to thinking, I haven't exactly done the vlog that I wanted to do about audiobooks. Audiobooks are a terrific, just terrific um, thing to listen to when you're driving or when you're like for me, for instance, I have an hour before any other employees get to the store in the morning, and I'll just listen to audiobooks that I have in my library. And I wanted to share some titles with you that I think, personally, I think you would love, or if at least give them a shot, see how you like them. Um, I've really got about five that I tend to listen to. For a variety of reasons, they're either classic or they're very, exploratory when it comes to different types of books, or they're related to World of Warcraft for the most part. What are you gonna do? I'm addicted. I am totally addicted to World of Warcraft, but I have a thriving life, so I really don't care. Yeah, there it is. I don't care. But one of the number one book that I listen to most of the time, and I've listened to at least three times. It's about 26 hours long, but it is the Count of Monte Cristo unabridged. It's a great book, and if you've ever read the abridged version um, or if you've ever even seen the movie. They did a movie in the 90s, which was from an actual relative of Alexandre Dumas, who was black, by the way. If you've never seen Django Unchained, Alexandre Dumas, who wrote The Three Musketeers, who wrote The Count of Monte Cristo. He also did a couple other books. He was part white and part black. He was a general. But he's one of literary, he's one of the greatest literary writers, and just done terrific works. But the audiobook is narrated by John Lee, who has a terrific voice for it. He's got a lot of classical background when it comes to voice training, and he does a French accent dead on, even with the deep tongue and the just the way people alliterate themselves when they're speaking French. And so it's a great read. So I definitely recommend it. Another one that is in my library that is I think it kind of surprises people when I mention it. It's Beyond Religion, Ethics I forget what it's called here. Yeah, Ethics for a Whole World. Again, the unabridged version is about 13 hours long. It was written by the Dalai Lama, and it's narrated by Martin Sheen, an older actor. If you don't know who Martin Sheen is, he's Charlie Sheen's father, and he does a great job. It's basically just a book that talks about ethics that both religion and non-religion believers or non-believers can adopt for their own. And it's a terrific read. He touches on a lot of stuff, and it's really cool. Next one on my list is a great book. It's by come on. Yeah, sorry, y'all forgive me. The end of the vlog is going to run a little bit slow, but the application isn't wanting to agree with me. It's called Ready Player One. Ready Player One is a story about a boy in the not so near future. I think it's like the 2045 or so. It's about this kid who is seeking to win a competition that's worth millions of dollars. The creator of a video game called The Oasis recently passed away and left his wealth, his fortune, in this game where you've got to find these Easter eggs, so to speak, and you've got to have a vast knowledge of gaming history, pop 80s culture, all kinds of stuff. It's a great book. It was written by Ernest Cline, who was actually on The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. And it's a great clip. And it's narrated by Will Wheaton, which is even more awesome. Because Will Wheaton, I have never heard any of his audio work, and he does a great job with it. He really does. Number four. Number four is up there with Count of Monte Cristo, probably above the Count of Monte Cristo when it comes to classic literary work. It's Moby Dick, the unabridged version, which is right at about 21 hours long. Um, it's by, obviously, Herman Melville, um, and it's narrated by Frank Muller. It's kind of an older audiobook, but it's really great to read. The unabridged, again, is very long. It goes into a lot of needless detail about the story, but that's what I like about it. I like it shows the depth of the story. And number five is actually just more of a collection of books. Again, it's really more about the World of Warcraft stuff. World of Warcraft, Wolfheart, World of Warcraft, Jaina Proudmoore, Tides of War. I just got done listening to Shadows of the Horde with Vol'jin, and so I tend to listen to that stuff really more often than the top four put together. I get all my audiobooks from Audible.com, which if you've never used it, you can actually go there and sign up for a free book. It's about, I think they've got payment plans that's around $9.95 to $14.95 a month. With $9.95 you get one free credit a month to allow you to download one free audiobook. $14.95 is 2 credits. You can download, whatever equivalent of 2 credits lets you be. And they've got applications for the smartphone. They've got where you can just download the MP3s and play them on a CD or whatever. It's great, and it's just a great way to pass the time. Now, since I mentioned the Count of Monte Cristo, I love the book. I just love it. I love the work on it. I love the just the story behind it all. Edmond Dantes, how he gets his revenge, and then he learns in the end that vengeance isn't all there is in life, and that people can be happy. It's just so epic. I use epic just as I mean to say it. Epic. E-P-I-C. If you've never read The Count of Monte Cristo, or if you've never even seen the movie, I would urge you to see it or read it and find out for yourself. It's just, again, just an epic tale of being betrayed by all your friends. He's locked up, he escapes, and it's just great. Really funny mention. They actually do mention it in the Shawshank Redemption when they're going through books for Andy Dufresne's library he's building up in the prison, and one of the guys reading it says The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas, and Andy says Dumas, and he says, "Have you ever read that?" And the prisoner replies, "No." He said, "Well, it's a great story. You'd like it. It's about a prison break." And one of the guys says, "Well, shouldn't we file that under educational?" So it's a great mention. But anyway, I'll cut this off here. I'm starting to ramble. It's going on 8 minutes. If you're still watching, be sure to like, subscribe, comment. If you have any favorite stories, leave them below. And I hope you have a great night, great morning, great afternoon, whatever it may be when you're watching. And remember that you, the one looking at the screen, are an awesome person. See you later.